I do this public service announcement. It's for all my white friends. I do a public service announcement. And when I say white friends, I'm talking about the people here. And I do jokes about different nationalities. I want to be clear, I'm not racist. Some of my best friends are black. Just want to throw that out there. So there's a public service announcement that I like to do. This is from my pastor told me that anytime I'm on stage in front of men, I should do this announcement. So this is for my white friends. The next time there's something that you do, and you do it because you don't know what else to do. Or sometimes you do it, you don't know that you're doing it, and you just naturally do it. And I want to release you from ever having to do this thing again, okay? Here it is. The next time you meet a black person for the first time, you don't have to let that black person know that you know another black person. It's okay, really, it is, it's okay. You always try to slip it in and all smooth, but it's never smooth. It's just never, like, man, this is great weather we're having. My friend Shaquita would love this weather. Everybody would love this weather. Why are you bringing up Shaquita right now? That's just not smooth at all. I met a family from Africa who came to America to adopt a white kid. Her name was Emily, and they changed it to Ebute. And they don't know what to do with her hair. It's crazy. I just made that up right now, man. Not immediately, but I decided to share that with you. So I have a new web series coming out that I'm really excited about. Just like normally if I'm doing a longer set, like I do up to an hour or I do some keynote speak, normally I would just stop what I'm doing, I take a break and I talk to people in the audience. And a lot of really cool, funny stuff happens because I can look at things differently. So when I learn about people, cool stuff happens. But we're doing a web series, it's gonna be really cool. It's starting, I think, next week. It's called Michael Jr. Break Time. It's dope. Check it. This is a funny clip from Michael Jr. Break Time. Check it. For those who don't know what break time is, I do stand-up comedy. So break time is when I sit down and talk to my audience. Wow, she went sister girl on me real quick. Janet.
That's right.
Let me ask you, Janet, what nationality are you, if I can ask?
I'm mixed.
Yeah, I knew it.
You knew that.
I'm gonna tell you which part just showed up when I got your name wrong. So I'm excited about that. That was a really short commercial. So I'm gonna tell you this story about when I first met Jay Leno. It's a cool story. I mean, you can judge it if you want to. If you don't like it, that's fine. So there's this club in Los Angeles that is the hardest club in the country to get into. Like, this club is so hard to get into. The second hardest club in the country is in New York. It's called the Comic Strip Live. And they have an open mic on Tuesday nights. And comedians start lining up at 6 o'clock in the morning so they can do 3 minutes in front of the manager at 7 o'clock at night. So hard to get into. That's probably the second hardest club in the country to get into. The hardest club is this club called the Comedy and Magic Club in Mosa Beach, California, right outside of Los Angeles. I want to get into this club, but I can't. I'm brand new in town. This is like 16 years ago. They don't know me, but this comedian named George Wallace saw me in New York. He knew I was funny and clean, and he takes me to the Comedy and Magic Club. Now, he can't get me on stage. He can only get me inside the club. So I'm inside the Comedy and Magic Club, and I'm in the green room. And in the green room, there's 4 comedians, if I can call myself a comedian at that time, because I was brand new. So there's myself, George Wallace, Gary Shandling, Jay Leno. These are some soldiers in comedy. I'm brand new in town. And at the time, they were working on a joke. Some of you guys may remember a football player got hit in the eye with a flag. Anybody remember that? He got hit in the eye with a flag and he was suing the league for $400 million. Now these guys are all helping Leno on that joke subject for his monologue for the Tonight Show. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just happy to be sharing French fries with these dudes. But your gift will make room for you. So I'm sitting there and they're working on the joke, then they got quiet and they looked at me. And I was like, oh snap. This is an opportunity. I was like, all right, let me see if I got this right. He got hit in the eye with a flag, he lost his vision in one eye, and he's suing the league for $400 million. He not gonna see half of it. Like, for real. Here's the thing, how did I get that joke that fast under that much pressure? The truth is, it wasn't as much pressure as you might think, because I've been practicing since I was a child in the form of a kid who was having a hard time reading. I was practicing just like you've been practicing. But for a lot of you guys, it's game time. So that big thing that God is calling you to do, you're ready for it. Like, he's not calling you to do it because you can do it. He's calling you to do it because you can't do it alone. You're going to have to lean on him. So even if that just means approaching somebody and telling them about this fabulous, amazing opportunity that your wife is involved with, whatever that small thing is to help you get to the big thing, like, you're ready, you've been practicing. But a lot of times we listen to a voice that's not ours and we think it's ours, and it's always negative. So now I'm in the club. I hope you're tracking with me. So now I'm in the club. Leno likes me. I'm in the club. I'm performing. And probably 5 years ago, I'm headlining at the Comedy Magic Club. And right before I got on stage, God gave me a change in mindset about comedy. Normally, when a comedian gets on stage, he wants to get laughs. We're all about getting laughs. And then he said to me something so simple. He said, instead of going up there to get laughs from people, I want you to go up there and give them an opportunity to laugh. I cannot tell you how this has changed everything about who I am and how I do it. This simple little change of giving as opposed to getting has changed everything. I'm gonna give you an example, and my team in the back wasn't prepared for this because we normally don't do this at this type of event, but hopefully they're listening. So when you leave here, you're gonna see some merchandise. I think it's to the left, and this is what it looks like. Wow, you guys are on point, that's awesome. We got some really cool merchandise, my comedy special, filmed in front of 4,000 people, my children's book, the documentary of us going to homeless shelters and prisons and doing comedy forum and breakthrough, then my CD, which is a 45-minute salvation message. At the end of it, it's 45 minutes of funny, 3 minutes salvation message. All the way around is weird. So what you do with the CD is you buy something for your friends who don't know and be like, hey, listen to this. Welcome to the kingdom. So why am I telling you about this in the middle of telling you about how God gave me a change in mindset about comedy? I just want you to understand how much this change in mindset about giving as opposed to getting has changed everything. When you leave here, you're gonna see the merchandise tables off to the right. Y'all gonna see the food out there. Y'all gonna eat. I get that. Amen. But you're gonna see the merchandise table. If for any reason you can't afford anything at our merchandise table, what we ask you to do is walk up to the table, ask what you want, and we give it to you. Like, for real. If you have the means, we ask you to buy what you want, and then buy more and leave it there for someone else, whether it be this event or the next event. God gave me a name for this. It's called communerosity, community generosity. But let me tell you why I'm really bringing this up. I really want you to do that, because there's people here who you want to look like you've got it all together, but financially it may be a little tight. I don't know what your story is. I really want you to walk up to the table and I want you to ask. Really? Like, let this minister to you, because there's another level to this, and here it comes. There's other people here who have the means, you have the resources to buy, but you have a hard time receiving as well.